Hey guys, my name is Alex, and today is my first official day of doing video logs on my weight loss journey. So, to begin for everyone, I'm going to give you a little bit of history on myself, kind of explain to you what kind of emotional problems I had growing up, and kind of explaining what I'm going to do to try and counteract those things. So, history on myself. When I was younger, I was actually a Nordstrom baby. Um, I guess I was a good-looking baby. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But when I was around 4 or 5 years old, I did balloon up, and from that point on, I was an obese kid growing up through elementary school, middle school, junior high, and high school. And I will tell you, it is not the easiest thing to go through. It is very rough. Um, Going from kindergarten to probably around fourth grade, there was a lot of verbal abuse, like, oh, hey, there's a fat kid, and oh, he's going to eat all of our food, keep it away from him, and just very mean remarks. And it did put a damper on me when I was a kid. Children are soft-hearted. Children show the most love, at least from what I've seen. They always want hugs. They always want to be with their families. And it's something wonderful. And when I was being picked on so much and I was kind of being thrown down to the ground in a sense on how I felt, it made it very difficult for me to be truly happy and to truly enjoy myself being around people at school. Uh, Growing up, I was pretty antisocial as far as trying not to be weird when I talk to someone at first. I have come off as a weird person, or at least quiet, to a lot of people. And after elementary school happened, that's when a lot of the mental abuse has come in. Trying to talk to people, not feeling accepted, walking around knowing that people are judging you, walking around knowing that people are making fun of you. A lot of people don't think that bigger people notice, even if they're not looking, but it's something that a big person deals with on a day-to-day basis. And so don't think that us big guys or us big women don't notice you looking at us and judging us, because we can tell right from the get-go. As far as the emotional things, like I said, I was very upset, very sad. I was down. And even up until around 6 months ago, I've been down, upset, not feeling good, groggy, not getting enough sleep, munching out on junk food, doing a lot of things that weren't healthy for myself. And as many people have known, I have lost quite a few people in my life growing up, and those times were hard. Those times were rough, and I found myself overeating during those times. I was stress eating. I wasn't paying attention to what I ate. I didn't care. I remember at one point I was drinking around 6, 7, 8 cans of soda of Coca-Cola a day. And if it wasn't that, it was 12 cans of diet soda, because whenever I tried the diet when I was younger, it was, diet soda is okay. I can drink it. There's no calories. Turns out that it's actually really not that good for you, yet alone soda really isn't all that good for you. Anyways, kind of doing a little speed up, getting out of the past. So about 6 months ago, let's scoot it back a little bit more. About 2 years ago, I found myself in a pretty good relationship. Things were going pretty well, and I noticed that I was losing weight. I actually lost weight down to almost 284 pounds, which was insane and crazy to me, because back when I was in high school, I was around 370, 375, maybe even a little bit more. And it was a great feeling. It felt so good to know that I was dropping weight, losing it, doing very good. Then I did have a breakup. I wouldn't say that it messed my life up. I don't try to have those things mess my life up, but I did eat too much. I started overeating. I started not caring about my diet again, and I started finding myself kind of in a sad state of mind from eating all these foods, eating large amounts of sugar, processed foods. You wake up the next day feeling like crap. And I know that for many of you, a lot of you can eat a lot of processed foods. A lot of you can eat a ton of food and still stay skinny, but I'm a big guy, and if I keep eating the way I am, it's not going to end up good. And so now, going back, to 6 months ago. 6 months ago, with my friend Wesley, who is another big-bodied man, we decided to go to the YMCA and start doing some workouts. Something light, not too crazy. As what many people know, I do have a really bad back now from a car accident. And ever since that happened, I decided, I really need to lose some weight, hopefully make my back feel a little bit better from the way it's been feeling, and, really make myself feel better. So I started working out, but I was not eating the right way that I should. And that was what became the big problem, is that I just kept eating these terrible foods. Taco Bell right around the corner. Taco Bell always sounds good, at least for me. I work at a vapor shop, and a Thai restaurant is right next door. And Thai food is almost one of my favorite foods. And so that in there is kind of like a devil trap. So 6 months ago, I started working out, wasn't eating very good. But in the recent times, I've really started to change how I eat. Roughly 2 months ago, I moved into my new apartment, which I'm in now. It's great. And since I moved out of my apartment and moved in with my roommate has shown me numerous and different kinds of information about where you can actually get nutrients from and how you don't have to eat a ton of calories to get nutrients. This includes a bunch of different vitamins, micronutrients, and then also protein, And so she started giving me all this information, and so in the recent 2 months, I have started to eat a little bit better. It's been a bit of a work in progress, but I have started to eat just a little bit better. I have thrown away red meat into the trash. I don't eat red meat anymore, and I am going to be paying attention more towards eating lots of fruits and vegetables, which then leads me to how I'm actually going to start this video log. So about a week and a half ago, I watched a documentary with my roommate that she had watched before called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. It's from Joe Cross, and it was made in 2010. It's on Netflix. If you don't mind documentaries, I would recommend giving it a little bit of a watch, especially if you're trying to make yourself a little bit healthier. Very informative, very good. Although there were some aspects to it that were kind of advertising for the guy's website to be healthy. He lost an astronomical amount of weight, as well as a few of the other people that were involved in this film. And even just from what they did, changing their lifestyles, they felt better. They didn't feel like there's a big weight on their shoulders. They didn't feel as depressed. Pretty much they kind of switched their life around into a better positive energy instead of being negative and fat all the time. And so that leads me to what I'm going to start today. Starting today, I'm not going to eat anything that is processed. That means that if I'm out and about and I don't eat for 6 hours and I see that there's a piece of food and it's processed and I'm feeling hungry, I'm not going to eat it. And the reason being why is there's many of you, like I said earlier, that can have as much food as they want and burn it off quick. I can't do that, and it's for obviously I can't. I mean, I've gained weight and I've been struggling. However, in the most recent of times, from 6 months ago, I found myself going all the way back up to almost 350 pounds, which was very concerning for me. And so, right when that happened is when I started working out. I didn't change my diet too much, but I did start working out insane amounts. And then, right around October is when I dropped myself down to around 330, 325, excuse me. And even then, I felt like crap because it's just not a good feeling. It's a terrible feeling. And I don't think that anyone that is small, that has never been fat before, and I'm not talking about fat as in, oh, you have some curves, you're thick. No, I'm talking about obese, overweight, you have a chance of diabetes, those kinds of things. When you are someone who is so big like that and you have all these people that you're trying to send a message to, many people will not understand because they have never been in the shoes of what it's like to be in the life of a big guy. So, kind of going back, just even back to the past 2 weeks, I have had a good weight loss. I have gotten down to around 286. So far, it's feeling pretty good. I haven't noticed any major improvements in my back yet. I'm not sure if that's from the car accident or what it is, but I am hoping that it gets a little bit better. But anyways, sorry, jumping all around the place. First video. Anyways, what I'm getting at, today is the first day that I'm just going to be completely axing out all the negative parts and all the negative foods and all the negative things that push me to be upset and angry. And I'm going to try and change myself, and I'm not going to be paying attention too much to my weight. I'm not going to check my weight every day. I might not even check it every week. I'm just going to do a complete lifestyle change, and I'm going to go out on the left leg and give it the best shot I can. Now, I am going to do a video log just for these first 7 days daily, just explaining how I feel eating more vegetables and fruits and getting more of the micronutrients and macronutrients rather than eating processed foods and trying to lose weight then. Just to kind of give a feel for how it is for someone like me who has eaten so bad in his past, seeing how it can actually change in a week. And I'm really hoping that I do see some positive parts to that happening. Another thing to also mention is that I am looking to do this video log not only to kind of show people what it's like for a big guy like me to go through all this, but it also helps me because I can look back at the videos, watch them, and see how I feel and use that as a positive thrust into keeping me going the healthy route. And after around a week, I'll be doing weekly video logs. I am going to start juicing pretty soon. I'm saving up to go and get a juicer, and I am going to start doing some meal replacements, just doing vegetable and fruit juices. It's not going to be an easy thing. It's not going to be fun. I don't think it's going to be fun at first, at least. But from watching those documentaries, there was so much that they explained, and so much of what I viewed made me get the motivation to actually give it a try. And like I said at the beginning of my video, I apologize for such a long video, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to make myself feel better. I'm tired of being fat. I'm fat sick. I'm not necessarily nearly dead, but sometimes in my mind I did feel dead. And so today, as a public announcement for video, I guess you would say, is I'm going to change all that. And I am going to make myself better, and I'm going to make myself be happy. And for all those people that are supporting me and supporting what I'm going to be doing, I thank you so much. And I hope to see you guys getting a little bit of a learning experience through what I'm going to be videoing and what I'm going to be going through to better myself. So anyways, all of you guys have a great day and wish me luck.